Hello everyone, good evening. Hello everyone, hi, good evening. We'll start the session in just 2 minutes. Right. So good evening everyone. In today's session, we are going to see demo on Power BI with Azure. Now, everyone is hearing about the word Power BI. So that is one of the hottest skill currently in market. Now, we will see why exactly you need to read this Power BI or learn this Power BI. What is the demand for this technology? And also we will see how Azure is going to play an important role in this integration. Now, by end of this course, you will be getting a complete understanding of what is the need of Power BI, how demand it is, why only this is being in demand and why not other tools, and what is the need of a cloud services, and how Azure is going to be a solution to that. And by end of this session, I'll be also walking you through the course content about this skill. Now, to start with, the agenda for today will be I'll be walking you through visualization, why visualization is very important, what is the need of visualization, and then do we have like many tools, why we are choosing Power BI, and at last we will see what is the need of cloud services, which is Azure. Now, to start with, visualization is a very important in everyone's life. If you just take an example, the things which you see, you will remember for a longer time rather than hearing it. Let's say someone is speaking something, you just listen it. Maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes you can concentrate and you can understand, you can imagine. After that, it's going to be very difficult for you to remember. But the things which you have seen, let's say in the childhood, or maybe when you have got an experience by seeing some different things, you will never forget it. That's how the visualization plays a very impact in our brain. Our brain is very sensitive to visuals. Now, I'll prove you this. I'll prove you why visualization is impactful. Now, let us assume, let us assume there are 100 people. There are 100 people. What I am going to do is, I am going to divide them into two groups. Group A, group B, 50 members here, 50 members here, right? Now, next what I will do, for the first set of 50 members, I am going to give a novel. I am going to give them 3 hours time. And what I will ask them is, you have to read the novel. The time given for you is 3 hours, and in between you can take some breaks, and by end of 3 hours, I need you to narrate a story. This is a task given to group A. Task given to group A. Now, what I will do next, for the same next 50 set of groups, whatever the novel, whatever the story, this time I am going to allow them to see as a movie. I am going to allow them to a theater. The entire story which is there in the novel, now it has been shown in a movie to the other 50 people. Now I'll also give them 3 hours time. In between they'll also have some break, interval time, and these people also can take some break. Now, after 3 hours, I am going to regroup them. I am going to regroup them, and I am going to ask 6 questions. The questions are, what is the story about? How many characters are there? Where was the shoot taken place? What was the climax? What was the interval scene? And completely can you explain each and every character in this novel or a movie? Now, question to you all. Whom do you think is going to give me the better story? Group A or Group B? Is it going to be Group A or Group B? Which group is going to give me the complete story without missing any points? The people who have read the document in a novel, or the people who have seen the movie in a theater? Definitely, it's going to be B. Why? Your brain is very sensitive to visuals. How long you can concentrate? Do you think you can just sit and read the document? Not possible. Even though you're an extraordinary having memory power, even though you're completely have a passion to read the document, still it's very difficult to imagine a novel. But what is happening to the other group? What is happening in the other group? The other group people are like seeing the movie, and in fact, they are understanding in terms of the visual. Now, just take this thought. One single person, imagine it's you and you are only preferring a movie rather than reading a document. Imagine about the business. There is a e-commerce, healthcare, telecommunication, insurance, banks. All these people, do you think they want to understand the business in terms of a documents? In terms of a simple Excel? Everyone wants the business in terms of a reports, visualization, pictures. When you yourself is assuming that you want to be in the group B, now how this is going to be impacted for businesses? Now I'll give you one more example. Let's say we all know that the top education is provided by US, UK and such countries. India not even in the frame. Now if I ask you to remember this table, or maybe if I ask you to memorize this table, how much time will you take? 10 seconds? 15 seconds? 20 seconds? How much time will you take? I am sure you will take minimum 2 minutes. You will take minimum 2 minutes to memorize this table, or at least to remember the numbers, you will take 2 minutes. Now we are all digitally connected. You are not seeing me. I am not seeing you. I am connecting through internet. You are also connected through internet. I am not seeing you. But one thing I am damn sure about it. Your eyes is moving towards the right side of the screen. The same table information is being converted into a simple visual, which is in the form of a pie chart. And again, I'm telling you, I am not seeing you, but I am 100% sure I can give you a written document that your eyes and the brain concentration is going towards the right side of your phone or screen, whatever it is. Now, the same information I have been shown as a visual. Now, to remember this, I can just assume it has to be a cake, where the cake is cut into multiple pieces. The maximum portion goes to US, UK. Within 15 seconds, I can remember this chart. Now, you yourself is trying to see the right side of the screen. Imagine the business also needs to all these visuals in terms of a second image. Now, I'll give you one more use case. Let us assume this is one of the e-commerce company's data. It could be Flipkart, it could be Amazon, or it could be any of the e-commerce company's data. Now, what you understand from this table is, we have the sales from January to December, and the sales has happened from January to December, and the revenue. When I say revenue, it's a profit. Let's say you buy a phone of 10,000, it's a sale. In the 10,000, they make a profit of 500, it's a revenue. I'll ask you 4 questions. Which month is having maximum sales? Which month is having minimum sales? Which month is having maximum revenue? Which month is having minimum revenue? These are the 4 questions I am asking you. Now, if I was a normal person, what I would have done is, just check these numbers, check one by one. Okay, March is giving the maximum sales. December is giving the minimum sales. Coming to revenue, maximum revenue is given by February. Minimum revenue is given by December. Now, you will not believe I have taken nearly 1.5 minutes to analyze this. I have taken nearly 2 minutes to understand the data. Now, the question is, I have answered all the 4 questions, but is it the effective way to do it? This is a small data set, small company, small Excel. You are able to do it. Still, you have taken 2 minutes. Don't forget that. What if I show this exactly the replica in a visual format? Now, what is your observation? The moment you see this graph, there is a one line that is coming from revenue. There is one line coming from sales. My eyes will go to the top position, which is like this is a peak, and this is coming from March. This is coming from Feb. And also, as see this is the minimum. Now, don't you think I just took 5 seconds? Now, in fact, when I asked this question of the 4 things, you are observing the data and you are picking the data points. But now, if the same question is being asked in the second visual, I could have easily told March is a peak for sale, February is a peak for revenue, both the revenue and sales is minimum in the December, and And I can also say that I'll come up with few more suggestions, few more insights telling that in the start of the year, the sales and revenue is going good. In the end of the year, the sales and revenue is going down. And in between the middle of the year, maybe from March to August, the sales and revenue is pretty good, stable. Now, don't you think rather than answering 4 questions, I've given even more insights? Don't you think I was able to provide a few more stories? Do you think this is possible in a table? Not at all. Not at all. The way you think, the way you imagine, the way ideas shoots up when you're seeing the visual. This ideas are what I was not thinking about when I was seeing the data, the simple table. When I am seeing a visual, there are ideas that are shooting up. This clearly shows that how visuals will be very important for business to come up with a decision. Now, what decision as an Amazon, Flipkart, eBay, or whatever they do, what they do is they will think that okay, the year end the sales is going down. Why don't you provide some promotional offers? Why don't you provide some coupons? Why don't you give some discounts? Why don't you give some cashbacks? All these are decision making that is easily possible in second visual and not in the first one. Few more things I'll tell you. We usually buy our phones, smartphones, either in Amazon, Flipkart, or whatever it is. Let us assume you want to purchase in offline stores. There is like Universal is there, Purvika is there, Sangeeta is there. So there are many stores. Now let us say there are stores, there are products, and those are sales. Now, each phone compromising of certain sales. Now, if I ask you clear, straightforward question from the table, can you tell me which store is making good sale? What you will do? What you will do? This is store 1. You will add all these numbers. And what about store 2? You will add all these numbers. Just like that, you will add store 3 as well. Now, after adding, you will use your calculator, you will use your Excel, or you will use your mobile and calculate it and tell me that which is giving more sales. Now tell me, is it effective way to do it? And I will tell you one thing. This can be achieved with just 3 clicks, 3 button clicks in your visualization tools. Store 2 gives me the highest sale. I need not count it. I need not worry about the technology. Just by using one tool, I am able to get this. You need not count it in your mobile, you need not count it in your smartphone, you need not count it in your calculator, you need not even count it manually. Just by using 3 clicks, visualization tools will help you to do it. Just to give a heads up, Power BI is something which will be seeing this. Within 3 clicks, within seconds, I can do this. Now, the next question. Let us say, in terms of the products, iPhone, Samsung, OnePlus, Vivo, which product is giving more sale? In that case, what I can do is, I can still go and get this via the product wise. Just in terms of a store, I am putting as a product wise. Now clearly, there is a competition from this data, iPhone and Samsung. Now what these people will do by seeing this, they themselves come up with their own decision how to improve the business. Where iPhone will think about, okay, maybe we have to improve it. Samsung is near. Samsung will think about, yes, we are also going good. So this is an example where we have a sample data points. Now, don't you think these charts are going to be a very impactful for the business? Definitely, yes. We have seen a simple Amazon data, we have seen a simple store data, and also we have seen an example of comparing a novel with a movie. All these examples is proving me that visualization is very important in a personal as well as a business terminology. Now, life without visualization is very hectic. I told you, right? Take out your smartphone, take out your calculator, start counting it, start reporting how much you can do. The data is getting generated like anything. And how can you do all this? Now, life with visualization is beautiful. You're trying to convert your raw data into insights, and your report can be visualized by any of your business users, clients, your business holders, and they'll be able to see the report in their smartphones as well as in their websites. All the data which you see in this slide is converted into charts. Don't you think this is going to be an extraordinary information to them? That's the power of visualization. Nowadays, everything is visualized. Everything is visualized. Everyone wants reports. They don't want plain data. They don't want CSV data. They don't want Excel data. Everyone in the business, even a small company, even they are expecting the reports to be in reports. Right? Now, why this is important? See, you need not spend much time to count the numbers, summarize the numbers. You need not do it. There is a tool who does for you. Your objective is to use this tool and come up with a business use case. Start improving the revenue. Company is hiring you, company is paying you so that you generate revenue to the company. The clients are hiring you so that you give some suggestions, you give them ideas, and that's why they make money. Now, visualization, if you always keep on counting the numbers, where you'll give suggestion, where you'll give ideas, where you have time to do other things. In that case, you will not be able to provide a productive solution. Let us visualizations, let a report be handled by some other tool. You analyze the visuals and start giving the suggestions, start giving the analysis. It will help us to concentrate on certain people. Let's say you want to target an education loan. Let's say you want to target a home loan. If you talk about education loan, will you go and call someone who's 40 plus years, 40 plus of age? Let's say you want to buy a laptop. You want to market a laptop. Do you think you'll go and recommend to a 5-year or a 10-year-old guy? Right people should get the right proper treatment of marketing. That is possible when you already have the data in a visual format. You start thinking about the approach rather than sitting and counting the numbers. Sitting and counting the numbers, counting in all this Excels, it's all gone. Now everything is visualized, everything is automated. Now, life with visualization, as I said, everything is very important for business. One thing I'll tell you, there is a myth in IT. The myth is, if you go and ask anyone as a suggestion, everyone says that if you know coding, then only you can come to IT. If you want to survive in IT, you have to know programming language. All this is a myth. People blindly follow. Remember one thing, this is going to be the future. I'll give an example. 30 years back, if you wanted to implement a logic, you could have written the logic in 10,000 lines. 10,000 lines of code. Slowly what happened? 20 years back, 10,000 become 5,000. Within 5,000 of lines of code, you are able to achieve the same logic. Then what happened? 1000. Now believe it or not, in just 100 lines of code, you can implement the same logic. Same logic which was implemented 30 years back with the 10,000 lines of code can be done in just 100 lines of code in this generation. What is your observation? In the last 30 years, don't you see every decade the number of lines is getting reduced? Now what is next? What is next? Everything is going to be automated, and you will not believe whatever the reports we have built, you can do it without even writing a single line of code. You can achieve it by just using your mouse, and also you can do it in better way, which was not even possible by coding. And according to me, what I believe in is future of coding is no coding. Even now, if you just try to research, you can build a complete website just like maybe your IRCTC, Redbus, Amazon, Flipkart, any bank websites. If you can observe carefully, all these applications can be built without even a single line of code by just drag and drop. We are into that technology now. And where is this people go and write the codes? Now, before we jump on to understanding what is Power BI, let me talk about BI, business intelligence. So business intelligence is something which you try to improve the business by your strategies, ideas, suggestions, and increase the revenue. Now, they are hiring you for your ideas, right? Now, let me assume you get the data from database, you get the data from Excel, you get the data from CSV, you get the data from PDF. So all these are the data which you are getting. You collect it all at one place. You collect it all at one place and do the Power BI reports. Okay. Now, what is the challenge here? What is the challenge here? In some of the data, the age column could be like this: 25, 26, 21. In the other data, the age will be like this: in other data, age will be like 12, 32, 35, 36, 45, 50. Now, do you think you can analyze this? Definitely not. Either you have to maintain one common column, like age means it should be in years or it should be in months. Why it is mixed like this? Let me take another column, gender. Gender will be either male or female. But in another dataset, you will be having full words. In another dataset, you will be having just 2 characters. Just to differentiate male and female, do you really require all 6 types? Not required. Now, what is your objective as a Power BI developer will be, or data analyst will be, you start collecting the data. Listen carefully, I am going to tell the roles of a data analyst. You start collecting the data from different systems. You start cleaning the data. You add additional information, maybe transforming the data. And finally, you do the reports. For this, there will be a supporting tools which will do for us. Using that, you can build a report. This entire thing is called business intelligence. By collecting the data, by processing the data, by transforming the data, by doing the data, reporting the data and showing to your client, and at last providing the insights, suggestions, idea to your business will be the role of a Power BI developer. Now, what is Power BI then? Power BI is a business intelligence tool which will analyze the data for you, which will clean the data for you, which will help us to build a report for you, and also it will help us to share the report with the users. I can simply say it as one-stop shop. You will get everything in this tool. You can do anything with this tool. Now, the next question. The next question. You may ask me, is this the only tool available in the market? You can ask me, there is many other tools. Why are you teaching only this tool? Or why are you asking us to learn only this skill? Why are you asking us to go with only this technology? If this is your question, I can say it as, we have 30 plus business intelligence tool in the market. We have 30 plus business intelligence tool in the market. Tableau is there, Power BI is there, Oracle is there, SAP is there, MicroStrategy is there. There are many tools in the market. Now, I hope everyone is like, at least you have used Instagram, Reels, or maybe I can say TikTok was there. I hope at least you would have used once in a while. If you have seen many videos, right? The many videos, they compare the products. Best example, they'll take two models of phone, they'll drop it from the third floor and they will see which one is broken. Both the phones will drop it in the water and they'll see which is waterproof. And both the phones, they'll put it in the fire and they'll check which is fire resistance. All this maybe you will see in the all this type of applications, TikTok, Reels or something like that. That is just for fun, entertainment, they show it. But there is one company whose work is only comparison. They only compare tools, languages, applications. Their work is only comparison. That way, you have a company called Gartner. So Gartner is a company which will give us the complete report of analysis. Which tool is the best? Which tool is the best? They compare Tableau with this, Tableau with this, Tableau with this. Then again Power BI with this, Power BI with this, Power BI with this, Power BI with this. Oracle with this, Oracle with this, Oracle with this. They compare all the permutation and combination and they will come up with a report. Which one is easy to use, which one is better to use, which one is user friendly, which one is easy to build a report. Everything these people come up with a report. Now, to understand this graph, let me take one simple analogy. Assume this is a running race. They are running for a race. And this is a start. And this is a end, finish line. 30 tools are running for the race. Just observe this graph for 1 minute. I'll give you 1 minute time. Observe this graph. What do you understand? Just observe. All these points are nothing but tools. 30 tools. Now, what you observe is, being a data analyst, being your visualization, using your eyes and brain, one thing I can say is, this is a 50% of race. Can I say 28 tools have not even crossed their halfway mark? Can I say this? 28 tools have not even crossed 50% of the race. Now, who is running for the first place? Only two tools. So forget about 28 tools. Concentrate on only two tools, and that two tools is going to be Tableau and Microsoft's Power BI. These are the only two people who are running for the first place. Who are running for the first place. Now, proudly I can say Microsoft's Power BI is on the top for the last 3 years. For the last 3 years, Microsoft's Power BI is on top. In fact, the report was taken in 2020, but if you see it, this is a 2021 report, which is also, you can see Power BI, Microsoft Power BI has even moved forward. Still, it has taken its position, and in fact, the Gartner company provides the report every year in the month of February. Just wait for 1 month, you will still get the report. This year also, Power BI is going to be on top. Not only this year, for the next few years, Microsoft's Power BI is going to be the leading market business intelligence tool. This is again taken in 2021 February, 2022 February, which is just 15 to 20 days in time. You will get it. You can still see Power BI is going to be in demand. Now, let me tell you, this is a one reason why I am teaching you Power BI, why I am asking you to learn Power BI, because this is one of the most widely used business intelligence tool currently in the market. Now, obviously, when there is a challenge between first and second place, I need to show the compare 1 and 2 effectively. When you compare Tableau versus Power BI, both are business intelligence tool. Both can convert your raw data into insights. But what you see in the demand, what you see in the trend, we all know how Google works. Google will take all your email information and they'll start tracking you. You just go and sit in the restaurant, immediately you will be asked for a feedback. Immediately it will ask for a review, right? You just switch on your location and put a map and go and reach a place. Exactly at that position, you get a notification that you have reached. So they are tracking you everything with your email ID. Similarly, when you see these two tools, when you compare these two tools, the trend says that for the last 5 years, the number of search that they are making in Tableau is stable. It's up, down, it's up, down, it's up, down, it's almost stable. And if you see the last 5 years, Power BI trend is moving upward direction. It is almost touched Tableau and it is crossing the Tableau. Now, what is this trend? They see how many people are searching it, how many people are getting their enhanced in skills, how many people are migrating, how many people are downloading, how many people are searching in Google, how many people are installing the application, how many people are doing the reports, how many clients are using the reports. All this becomes a trend. And clearly, this is the second reason that Power BI is in demand. Most of the companies are moving towards Power BI. The next, I can say it as this is one of the most important reason Power BI is just 6 years old. Just 6 years old. Maybe 7 years. Most of them, if you go and ask a Java developer, .NET developer, UI developer, they will not even be knowing the name of this tool. It's a very new tool. Most of us don't know what is this Power BI at all. Nowadays, people are learning, people are trying to adjust it. But one thing you remember, it's a very, very new tool. If you see any other application, any other tools, maybe it is 10 years back, 15 years back, 20 years back, 25 years back. Even we have one of the oldest language, Java, SQL, everything is like almost 40 years, 50 years. But this technology, this tool has come only 6 years back. This is why this is in demand. Companies need Power BI developers, but there is no people who knows Power BI tool. And one thing, if you remember, the data we store it in Excel, CSV, the mails we send it in Outlook, we use Teams in for Google Teams for your office meetings. In fact, the presentation which you're seeing on this live is also a Microsoft's PowerPoint presentation. There are many tools available for presenting my screen, or there are many tools is there for creating a PPT. But why I'm using Microsoft? Why I'm using Microsoft? It is one of the oldest company, but still why I'm using? Microsoft is a brand. No one can replace the brand. Even today, if you are using Excel, CSV, PowerPoint presentation, it's all because of the brand. No one can replace the brand. Google is a brand. Do you think there's a competitor for Google? Do you think there's a competitor for Microsoft? Do you think there's a competitor for any of the Facebook, something like that? Not at all. Not at all. These are all branded companies. This clearly shows me that Power BI is a Microsoft product which is going to be in demand in the future. Now, there's few companies which have handpicked it. There are thousands of companies who are using Power BI, but I've just handpicked you, and this is the demand, and this is what the history says. It's just 5 to 6 years old. It's the right time for you if you're jumping onto this technology and skill. Now, this is a Power BI report, a sample report, where the data points is converted into insights. A simple Excel sheet is converted into a report. And in fact, I'll tell you one good thing. This entire report is built no coding. Without writing a single line of code, this report has been built. By just using your button clicks, mouse, you have done this. This is another sample report where you can start analyzing your customer details, order details, product details without even writing a single line of code. I am able to do this. Now, don't you think the raw data has been converted into insights like this? The next question. This is a very good tool. It can do everything. What's next? What if I learn this tool? What if I convert this? And what if I report it? What's next? Remember one thing. We are into a problem. What problem is? Data is growing like anything. Data is growing like anything. Everyone is having internet. Everyone is having smartphone. Everyone is utilizing the data. If you just, okay, you're listening to me, just open your phone and see how many applications you have. Personally, I don't know you, but one thing I can tell, you're using Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, Messenger, Twitter. 5 apps you are using for social media. Amazon, Flipkart, eBay, you're using for e-commerce. Maybe you're purchasing some things. Banks, you have PhonePe, Google Pay, Paytm, and your applications like ICICI Bank, Net Banking, HDFC Banking, all these applications you're using. 15 apps you've been it's counted. Come to your movie time. YouTube, Amazon Prime, Netflix, Hotstar, Then what else you have? Few more you have. Next 5. I have not seen you personally, but I can guarantee you that you have minimum of 20 applications in your smartphone. An average person who is 18 years above is having 20 applications in his smartphone. Imagine how many people are in India, how many people are there in the US, how many people are in the entire world, 18 plus, how many people are using smartphone, how many people, and remember all these 20 applications, you cannot use it without an account. I missed few more apps. Let's say you have IRCTC, you have Redbus, you have Ola, you have Uber. Don't you think you can travel in Ola and Uber without giving your personal information, without giving your phone number, without giving your address? Do you think you can travel? Impossible. You have to have the details that is stored in that app. Everything is data. Data is an asset. Now, just imagine, just do a mind calculation. 18 years above, how many of them are using internet, how many of them are using smartphones, how much data they are generating, and how many applications they have. Every application needs data. Just do a mind calculation. Just to give a rough idea, there is 3.5 billion internet users across the globe. 3.5 billion users. You know what is billion? Into 10 power 9. Now, if you see the growth in the last few years, the data growth has been tremendously high. If someone is asking your phone what phone it is, you will tell either in megabytes or gigabytes. If someone is asking in your laptop, maybe you will tell my laptop is 1 terabyte, 2 terabyte. But now the data is in zettabyte. It is almost 40 zettabyte. What do you mean by 40 zettabyte? 40 followed by 21 zeros. That is the rate the data is getting generated. When people are there to use, now the question is, who is there to do analysis? You are using all these 20 applications, right? Have you ever thought once in a while that how this application works? Have you ever thought how this data is going to turn into a revenue? You're not interested because people are interested in usage and not on the analysis. Today, the term data analysis is in demand because people are just using it and they're not trying to bring the story out of it. They don't know how to convert the raw data into insights. They don't know how to improve their revenue. Google, Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, Ola, Uber, even we, KSR, everyone's objective is only one goal: make revenue, improve customer service. Every company's only goal is to generate revenue. You got a small shopkeeper. You ask him what is his goal. He will just say, today I am earning this much, tomorrow I need to improve this. You ask another person, let's say he's a car driver. You ask him, he will say that next I need to drive a big vehicle. You ask Amazon, Amazon will tell, I need to be a best supplier across the globe. Everyone's goal is to generate revenue, and for that, data is the fuel. If you burn the fuel, you'll get money. Now, this is about data. Now, I'll give you a simple idea, a simple scenario. In 2000, now we are in 2022. In this 20 years, I'll give a simple example what changed. In 2020, maybe in 2000, maybe I was around 6 years or 7 years old. What I observed is, what I still remember is, I used to see some of my cousins or maybe some of my Usually everyone used to send money to their parents. So similarly, my parents are also sending money to their parents. But what I observed is 20 years back, if my dad has to send money to his dad in 2000, he used to apply half day leave. He used to apply half day leave to his office. He used to apply half day leave and he used to stand in the bank for half day. We have to write a challan. We have to send a money order and his dad will receive after 1 week. If you don't believe me, you can ask your parents. You can just right away, you can go and ask your parents how they were sending money to their parents 20 years back. Literally remember this number, half day leave to his office. 2005, smartphone slowly made an impact. 2010, internet started growing. 2015, almost everyone is having internet. And if you see it, initially the bank transactions, slowly they started net banking. From net banking, they slowly started with mobile banking. Today, we have Phone Pay, Google Pay, Paytm. You can send money to anyone on this planet. Half minute. Half minute. Half day leave to half minute in the span of 20 years. Don't you think the entire technology has turned upside down? All this is because of technology. All this is because of data. You will not believe I am speaking, you are listening. In fact, you are not seeing me, but I am still using my smartphone. In the last 40 minutes which I have spoken, I have nearly used my smartphone for the 5 to 6 times, and you will not believe I have done the transaction as well. Did it affect my work? This is my profession which has not affected. But what happened 20 years back? Half day leave. And today my profession is not getting affected. Half day leave to half minute transaction. All this is because of data, growth, technology. If you want to eat food, Swiggy is there, Zomato is there. If you want items, Amazon is there, Flipkart is there. If you want to see movies, OTT platforms are there. What else you need? If you want to travel, you still have the apps, which will just be in front of your door if you just book it. People are getting adjusted to the advanced technologies. People are getting advanced technology apps. There are 1 crore applications that is available in Play Store. Everyone is generating data. Now the question is, who is there to do the data analysis? Who is there to generate the revenue for them? All these are the data growth. Now, let's come back to the topic, Power BI. So Power BI was doing everything. But the next question is, let us assume your business data is 10 terabyte. Now the question is, can this Power BI handle this 10 terabyte? Can this Power BI handle 10 terabyte of data? Now the question is, I'll give you a simple example. Let us assume today your laptop is 1 terabyte, which charges 1 lakh. Okay, and the data which your data which you're going to work for your application is 1 terabyte. So 1 terabyte, easily you can store it in your 1 terabyte of hard disk, okay, which you already have it. Tomorrow, let us say your data is increasing to 10 terabyte. We all know how many people are using Amazon, Flipkart, etc., etc. So obviously the data will be increasing. Now the next question is 10 terabyte. You cannot store it in one laptop. You need to buy 10 laptops, each of 1 terabyte. How much you have to spend? 10 lakhs. Now this 10 terabyte can become 100 terabyte, and you will purchase 100 laptops to store your data. Question is it effective way to do it? You cannot store all your data in your personal system. Maybe this is taking 10 lakhs for storing 10 terabyte of data. In fact, you will move to your servers. We have databases. You will move to servers, and they are also not that good. They also charge you more. For storing your personal, for your business details into the database, all the databases will charge you like anything. They will charge you 8 lakhs, 9 lakhs, 10 lakhs for storing this data. Now you cannot store it in your personal system, you cannot store it in your servers. What's next? Imagine the data keep on increasing in future also. That's where you have a solution providers called cloud computing. What these people will say is, boss, don't worry, don't spend 10 lakhs. Don't spend 8 lakhs for servers. You give me 2 lakhs. You give me 2 lakhs. I will take care of your data. I will monitor your data. I will take a backup of your data. I will be completely responsible for managing your data. You just give me 2 lakhs. If this is a case, if I want to purchase 10 laptop, this 10 lakhs fine, affordable. But what? I need to acquire 10 people to operate 10 laptops. I'm not Ravana or someone who's having 10 hands to work on it. I need to have 10 people. I need to give money to them. I need to give salary to them. And one person, if he runs away, where is my data security? One person says, I've lost my laptop. Where is my data then? Data security is not there. I cannot monitor each and every person single-handedly. So these things are all risky. Now what this cloud computing says is, you don't worry. You just give me 2 lakhs. I will take care of everything. I will take care of everything. That's what these companies say. Now, when you can fulfill all your requirements, data security, the data maintenance, the data, they are taking complete responsibilities. They will never even disturb. You can concentrate on your business thinking, improving the revenue. This 2 lakhs is not at all a big amount. When you are generating a revenue of 20 lakhs, 2 lakhs you can spend it for services. They will take care of everything. You need not spend huge money for your services, servers, or your personal laptops. That's where this cloud computing becomes a solution for us, and we are going to learn Microsoft Azure as a cloud services. We are going to store all our data in Azure. We are going to make all our data maintenance there, and we will connect to our Power BI and do the report now. The problem with Power BI was it's a very beautiful tool for converting your raw data into insights, but unfortunately, as we are all increasing day by day by usage of smartphones, internet, many applications, the data is also keep on increasing. Power BI could be not a tool which can support huge data, but we have a solution for that. That is also a Microsoft product. Microsoft Azure becomes a solution for this data storage and processing problem. In fact, there are many other cloud services which will do for us. Amazon Web Service is also one of the best cloud. Google Cloud is also one of the best. But since we are also learning Microsoft product as a Power BI, we will still continue to learn about Microsoft Azure, which is the most of the companies are asking Azure nowadays. Why? Data storage problem. Now, what we will be doing is, what we'll be doing is, we will see about why we need this. As I said, you cannot you cannot spend so much money for the data storage. You cannot spend so much money for data storage. In fact, you just give it to someone who is responsible. They will make sure your data is maintained, backup and recovery, deployment, everything they'll take care, and they'll also have unlimited storage. You need not worry anything. They will take care of everything, and we are going to learn Azure. Wherever you are in this world, you can access our data with just internet. You need not have the best smartphone, you need not have the best laptop. By just using your internet, you can access our data anywhere in this world. Worldwide access. Now, all these things becomes one of the solution to the problem. Now, what happens in Azure is, Azure provides a lot of services, like one for the web application, one for the mobile application, one for the data storage, one for the Android development, everything they provide. Like that, there is one service which is Azure Data Factory. This data factory will help us to connect from different data sources, which is huge in number, terabytes of data. And this will help us to clean the data as well. And this will be very helpful for completely organizing the data. And once the data is well organized, here it is a cleaned data, here it is an uncleaned data. All these steps, it will be clean data. Then you know what to do with the Power BI. Then you know what to do with the Power BI. You already have the solution in hand for the problem which you have, the data storage. See, one thing I tell you, you cannot ask people to stop using internet. You cannot ask people to stop using smartphones. You cannot ask them to stop using all the applications. That's not possible. It will never happen. But you can start finding a solution. That solution, what we are going to find is Azure. Azure Data Factory can do everything for you. Now what you have to do? Just show it in a report format. That's how we are going to learn. We are going to learn Power BI. Then we will be learning Azure. Try to interact it and build a project. Now this is our final topic that we will be discussing. Complete the Azure, complete the Power BI, then link it with the project. Now, I will answer few more questions. Before I go on to the chat, I will answer few more questions, which is usually repeatedly asked in every session. What is the job opportunities in Power BI? As I said, Power BI is one of the best business intelligence tool currently in the market. The openings are huge. Many companies are trying to migrate from other tools to Power BI, and the demand for Power BI is already high, because there is no skilled or a talented person who can convert the raw data into insights. Everyone is interested for usage and no one is there for analysis. Data analysis, the key technology, the key skill you have to know is a Power BI. Power BI is very, very much in demand. You will get lot of openings in this course. Okay. Now, post this. One common question we get is, who should go for this course? So usually what happens, people who already know, like people who already are aware of the data science, the data engineering, this is the best and the most advantageous who has to go for this course is, there is no coding background required. There is no coding background required. As I said, there is a myth that is happening in IT that you can survive in IT, you can sustain in IT only if you have coding knowledge. Not at all. Not at all. Coding is all gone. Nowadays, everything is automated. Everything is readily available with respect to tools. You just need to use the right components and create it. Most of us, even in this COVID time, or even this pandemic time, I can say most of them had personal issues, maybe family issues, health issues. Those people would have definitely had a career gap. So this technology is the right technology for you to come up and cross over this career gap as such. Let's say you learn Java. Let's say you learn .NET. What happens? When you're going for a job, the expectations will be high. Maybe you will not be able to match the client's requirement. Maybe you will not be able to productively work 100%. But one thing I can say is, Power BI is just an app like your WhatsApp, like your Facebook, like your Instagram. It's just an app. If you know how to use it, you are the king. You are the king if you know the tool. And how do you master the tool? Practice. Did someone teach you to use a Facebook? Did someone teach you how to use WhatsApp? Definitely no. It's just like an application. The more you practice, the better person you will be. And this, even though they have the expectations, you can still achieve it because everything is within that tool only. You're not going outside the tool. Everything is going to be within this tool. Easily you can match the expectations. You need not worry about the company's expectation. You can still match it by just going through this skill. Very good advantage for no coding knowledge and the career gap. Nowadays, every engineering student coming out of the college, everyone tells them go learn Java, go learn .NET, or go learn some UI. When people are all moving, freshers are not at all moving to this. So this is a very good opportunity for freshers. This is a very, very good opportunity for freshers. Freshers with knowing this skill, even without an experience, still you can get a job with respect to this because people are not at all knowing what is this technology. You will be the right person from the day one of your career. You will be working into data analysis. And And in case if you want to convert your technology or maybe if you want to move from your BPO, admin, non-technical, salesperson, marketing, we are working as an admin, you want to come to your IT, this will be the right technology for you because anyone can learn this tool. And we are making you better by teaching SQL, in-depth knowledge of Power BI from the basic to advanced, and also we will see, I could have skipped Azure. But I'm telling you, there is a problem in Power BI. That's why we are moving to Azure as well. So we are going to teach you Azure as well. So SQL plus Power BI plus Azure, if you know these three skills, you can get into any company. All the companies are expecting a person who knows all three. You will be the right person if you know all three. Now, this is fine. Next question you will be getting is, why should I join KSR? There are many YouTube videos, there are many materials, there are many websites, there are many other institutes. Why you need to join KSR? How different we are from others? We are going to spend completely extensively on Power BI. 50 hours we are going to learn about one tool. It's a tool, it's an application we are going to learn for 50 hours. And as an added advantage, many people will learn this. But as an added advantage, we will teach you SQL as well. Because most of the data which is stored in SQL. So we try to connect your SQL to your Power BI. And then in future, if this is also creating a problem of huge data, we will go and teach you Azure. Azure, Power BI, SQL, we are the first institute in India to start this course? We started 1.5 years back itself. We are the first institute in India to start all three at one place. You may find a different course at different place. Maybe for Azure you need to learn one course. For SQL you need to learn one course. For Power BI you need to learn one course. But we provide all at one place. As an added advantage, we are going to provide you data warehousing concepts as well. How the data has to be stored, what is the purpose of the system, how the system works, everything we are going to learn. And one promise I can make you is we are going to work on 3 real-time projects. We are going to work on 3 real-time projects, which will make you a completely a technical person who is readily available to work in companies. You need not have fear because we are going to work on real-time projects. That skill which you learn in this course, you can utilize in any of the company. Finally, if you are working in any of the organization, if you want to learn advanced concepts, you need to have an organization account. For example, abc@tcs.com, mahesh@capgemini.com. All these are organization accounts. Infosys, TCS, HCL, Capgemini, all these are organization accounts. The moment you get into a company, they will provide you an account. Just like your Gmail, they will provide you organization account. In order to learn advanced concepts in Power BI, you need an organization account. Now, I can simply say it as we are going to provide an organization account for you. The day you get registered with us, you will be getting an organization account. You will be getting a similar account. Using that, we will be learning the advanced concepts. Many of you would have been like new to the IT, like coming from a fresher or maybe like coming from a different background. You don't know how IT works. We are the place who will help you to communicate. Every communication will happen through emails. Every schedules will be scheduling the meetings. We are going to work like an organization. Nowhere don't treat us as an institute. We are going to work as an organization. We're all going to build a project. Working like a team, working like a project member, being a project manager, we'll be having the support people, everything we are going to work as a project. You will get an IT experience in the institute, and don't think as an institute, we are all like a startup company. Now, apart from this, it's an app, right? So most of the times they keep providing updates. They come up with the new skills. Everything we will be conducting weekly workshops. And one thing we are very unique is we provide you interview guidance. We help you to frame the resumes. We will help you to improve your communication, your soft skills, how to respond to your client calls, how to respond to your interviews, how you have to handle everything we are going to cover. We are going to provide you the real complete experience of IT. Now, this is how we are unique. We are like one-stop shop. You come inside our institute and walk out with a job. But only thing I would say is terms and conditions. You have to listen to the mentor. You have to solve the assignments. You need to put the efforts. You may be listening, but only listening will not work. You should also practice. We also need your support. If you can just provide 20% support, 80% of the support KSR will give you and get you a job. This is about our institute. Now, just to walk you through, after completing this course, you'll be learning all this. You'll be learning SQL, you'll be learning Power BI, you'll be learning Azure. You will become a professional quality business intelligence report from scratch. Since you're also giving you some of the other things which will make you to readily available for the IT companies, you will have a very good knowledge on cloud as well. All these things is expected by end of this course. Now, I would also say is as this is our website. You can go and visit our website. You can get to know about us more. You can get to know about us more. These are the courses which we deal with, and this is a course I'm talking about today. You can reach out to these numbers for any of the questions. And in fact, I would also tell you that just like every other application, like it's a Hotstar, Prime, it's a OTT platforms. We have our own OTT platform for educational purpose. This is our app name. This is our app name. You can get registered with the app. You can start buying our course and you can start attend our sessions. Every session will be on the live. You'll be able to see in our app all the courses. You can see it in the app, and we do have the website. This is our website where you can just log in, you can search the course and start seeing our videos. Now this is our own platform. KSR Data Vision is our own platform. We run all the courses and we give you access. This is the OTT platform for education. Now this is about our application. So this is our YouTube channel. We keep posting all the interview questions, interview preparations. We are going to upload every videos. And if you have not subscribed, please do subscribe so that you all get updates. We'll be sharing you the post, we'll be sharing you some interview questions, we'll be sharing you projects. So to get the updates, we request you to please subscribe. I would like to answer all your questions. Irrespective of whichever domain you're coming from, you have done MBA, you have a gap, you're coming from army, you're coming from a teacher, everything, you will not have any expectations in IT because this is a new tool which you're going to learn from scratch. You will become an expert in the next 3 months and you can start implementing this. You can start doing the analysis for any data. Without SQL can be sustained. See, the purpose of teaching you SQL, the purpose of teaching you Azure, the purpose of teaching you Power BI is you need not prepare for at least 10 years. 10 years from now, you need not even think to migrate to any other technology. You can have a very good career for the next 10 years. There is a form that has been attached in the description. We request you to fill it. 1 week of free session will be given to you. 1 week of free sessions. You can attend our sessions for free. After 1 week, you can decide if you can join. Any other questions? Any other questions? Do you have any other questions? If you have any questions, please reach out to us. 11 years of experience with the executive. So definitely this will be the right platform to you. This will be the right platform to you because this is something which you will be learning in depth, and Azure is something which you are providing as a solution. So definitely you will be able to cover this. So we will be covering Azure SQL Database, Azure Data Factory, Azure Synopsys, Azure Lake Storage, Azure Block Storage, and by using all these services, we'll be building one project. So these are the things which you will be covering in Azure. Azure is like an ocean. We are not going to learn completely. Whatever is required for Power BI, only that we are going to learn. The duration of the training will be for 2.5 months. For SQL, we are going to use MySQL technology, MySQL tool as a database. 4 years of experience, you can expect around 13 to 14 lakhs package. We will be covering few of the services in Azure which is required for the Power BI development. The next batch starts on February 3rd. We will be providing you the platform, OTT platform, access to it. In case you miss the classes also, you can go through our videos. The next batch starts on February 3rd. You will be getting 1 week of free session, 1 week of free sessions, and then you can attend it. And in order to get this organization account, we need to pay Microsoft. That account for one user itself will cost you $10. $10 per user. Okay, so this itself will cost you $10. So the course fees which we are going to have it for this batch or for the entire course, including SQL, Power BI, Azure, plus organization account for working with Power BI, advanced knowledge. For everything, the fees is going to be 25K. $25K will be the fees. We will be also providing you free sessions on soft skills. We'll help you to prepare. We'll help you with the resume preparation. We'll help you with few more additional projects. You will be with us for not only after this course, you will be part of the KSR family. Any questions, doubts, anywhere, anything, you can always reach out to us anytime. And you will be given the access to the videos for 1 year. You can access our videos for 1 year. Salary expectation depends on your experience. We already have a video that we have posted in our channel. Please go and visit our channel videos, subscribe it, and you'll get all the details. Salary expectations for Power BI is always going to be high. It will be 2 times or 3 times your experience. .5 years in Power BI, and you may almost get, considering only this as an experience, you will be getting around 14 to 15. But since if you are having any additional experience, this may even touch 20. We are going to teach you in depth. Please open the form in Google browser. You should be able to do it. Data sources, we are going to teach you around 20 to 25 data sources. Starting with SQL, flat files, PDF files, Azure Data Lake Storage, Azure Block Storage, SQL Server, MySQL Server, Oracle, Postgre. All this we are going to teach you for the connections. The course timings will be from, the batch timings will be from 8 a.m. to 9:30, Monday to Friday, starting from February 3rd. Definitely, this will be the right skill for you to move to IT industry with a very good knowledge of the technology. This course will be for all the type of roles, whether you are coming from admin, BPO, sales, marketing, UI developer, any developer, this will be the right opportunity for you to prepare. Please reach out to our team. Our team will share you the complete course content for this course. Starting from what are the topics, how much we are going to cover, what are the things we are going to cover, everything will be shared. Please reach out to this number for more details. We can help you, we can guide you, and please do subscribe our channel. Please reach out to our team. Our team will help you to. Our team will help you. Our team will guide you. Free sessions will start from February 3rd, 8 o'clock. Please fill the form. Please fill the form. You will be getting all the invite for Thursday's class. Thank you all for your time. Thank you for your time on your weekend. Great to have talked with you.